And then Columbia comes out with its bowling balls, and everyone just kind of says, hey, that's nice, but when's the next hammer ball coming out? I get it. You miss out on some good product. Much better. That's flush. Ah, even better. Tripping fours, baby. What's up, guys? BrunsNick's back, and it's time for the Columbia 300 Super Cuda. Now, I can't wait to see what this new iteration does on the lanes for me with SPECTO running, of course. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see what the Super Cuda does out on the lanes. All right, it's time to check out this new Super Cuda hybrid Formula One hybrid cover stock, finished at 2,500, 2,000. That's your steps. And the core, we got a lower RG, 2.50, and we got a little less differential with 047. So I'm bowling on crown jewel pattern, 43-foot pattern. It's my normal house shot, 13-to-1 ratio. A lot of dry to the outside, a lot of oil in the middle. But let's see how this Super Cuda does. Kind of excited to see. The original Piranha was pretty strong. See what this one does in relation. No HK on this one here, just straight Formula One hybrid additive to it. So started out, started in. Let's take a look. And we'll start on 15 board and drift left. You know, if you guys watch videos and say, hey, you said you started on 15 and then you ended up on 20 or 25. You're a phony. You're a big phony. Hooking, hooking. Oh, that is a beautiful sign right there. Tripping fours on the very first shot. Now, I believe in good juju. And if a ball is going to give me a trip four on the first shot, okay, I got my eye on it. Now, going back to like the 90s and 2000, early 2000, the Super Beast was my favorite ball. I love the Beast, but that blue Super Beast Pearl with that titanium, that ball was awesome. I used that ball a lot back in juniors, let me tell you. All right, trip four on the first shot. I don't know how much more we could ask for out of a ball like this. Oh, got a little bit of strength to this one. I mean, just like the original Piranha, very strong. I don't know that you can call it a benchmark ball because it flared quite a lot, hooked a lot. This one still flares plenty, but numbers are a little lower on this one. Lower RG, but also lower diff, so you should have a little less flare from this and maybe a little bit more on the control side. It's kind of targeting that benchmark number, that mid-040s. That's where you want your benchmarks to sit. Here we go. Oh, man. I was thinking I was going to sing that song. One more time. Not a singer, so I didn't sing it. All right. Ball hooks him out here. Hooks plenty. So let's start moving it in. 5 boards at a time. That's what we do here. But I just want to note that playing it straight out there, ball comes up that spot really hard and just as a heat seeker for high flush. Never went high flush, actually. All right, standing on 20 now. I think this is going to be primo spot. Perfect location for this ball. Crunch. What do I know? I got that ball a little into the oil, but that cover stock, non-HK, finished 500, 2,000, picked up the lane just fine. What is this schmutz right here flying in my face? Let's do that again. Tell you what, Columbia was once a powerhouse brand in bowling. 90s, everybody threw Columbia, and now it's kind of a smaller brand in the grand scheme of things. You got your Hammers, you got your BrunsNick, and then Columbia comes out with its bowling balls, and everyone just kind of says, hey, that's nice, but when's the next hammer ball coming out? I get it. You miss out on some good product. Much better. That's flush. Ah, even better. Tripping fours, baby. Super 4, that's 2. Put a little counter down here. Ding! Number 2. Man, so I was right about that zone. Borderline almost too strong there. So if I'm tripping 4s still, that means, hey, I can probably get a little bit further left, open up my angles, and see if this ball can recover. That's what we do with these reviews. That's what we learn, because this is the first time I've thrown this ball. I don't take part in any of the testing that we do here at Brunswick. I don't get to do any of that. I don't even hardly watch. I don't want to know. I don't want to have anybody's preconceived notion. I want to throw the ball for the first time. I know what the specs are. I know what the cores are. I know what the covers are. But how that translates on the lane sometimes. 2 different things. I moved 5. Wow. That I was not expecting to get up and giddy up, go through the pins quite that hard. You know, moving in, whenever you send bowling balls away from the pocket, you never know what it's going to look like on the return flight. But that one, that's doing work. Pretty strong ball, just the right amount of flair to really dominate that zone. Now, will this be a ball that I play way far left and throw it out and hook it back? No, probably not. But in this zone, it's feeling like money. All right. So yeah, we're on 25 right now. 10 left from where we began. Oh, funky rack there. Should not have deflected, but I'm sure we'll look at the replay. I wasn't even paying attention to the rack on that time, but this is kind of effortless. I'm not even trying to do anything crazy at the bottom. I don't really think I'm bringing the speed down that much. I'm just kind of throwing it, letting it do what it's going to do. So far, I'm striking a lot. You know, when I first saw this ball out of the shelf, you know, we have our little display here. At first, I was like, you know what? I'm not a big fan of that burgundy and blue combo, but rolling down the lane, very easy to see. Very easy to read. Let's move 5. There'll be 15 left now. This will be the first true test. And now I think I'll bring the speed down and try to get around it. All right, yep. Just a little bit laboring on the back. Just kind of push through, use all its energy at the mid. Kind of roll a little forward and wrap the 10. But if I would have gone 4-pin there, I would have perked up and been like, go get this ball. Wrap 10, it's kind of expected, I think. When you start moving too far in with a benchmark type ball, symmetrical no less, you're not going to have that big change of direction on the back. Soften the speed. Yeah. Soften the speed just a little bit more. That's how I felt it. I don't know if SPECTO will agree with me there, but got around the side of it, dropped the speed just a smidge. You don't need much. It's not like dropping a half mile or full mile per hour. 2/10, 3/10, it's often enough. All right, wrap 10. Steve Reich. Let's keep moving it in. Shot two shots there, so I think I got a good idea what it does there. Now we're gonna move 5 more, 20 left, and see what the Super Cuda, if I can get this ball back to the pins. Standing on 35 now. That's got a chance. Yeah, too much. That is too much angle for that ball, I think. I was waiting for that ball to slow down, change direction, but it just came too late. So it hit flat, came in behind the head pin, used all of its energy to kind of try to get back up that hill, and it just didn't have it. That's all right. I would call this more in that benchmark performance range where you're not going to want to go coast to coast. You're going to want to stay in the track area, or you're going to move in a little bit maybe, but straighter angles to a little bit of a swing is where these balls play and where they perform the best. If you like to go coast to coast and you buy this ball, you say, you know what, I'm really having trouble striking, getting the 10 out. It's like, well, yeah, I tried telling you. Come on. All right. Got it in a little more. That's okay. I'm not looking for crazy surprises in there. When you get a bowling ball like this and you start throwing a little bit, you get an idea what the strengths and weaknesses are. You know, to try to play that zone, I think it would just be futile. I mean, it's a strong ball, but get your speed up, move a little further outside towards the gutter or in the track, not the gutter, you know what I mean. So let's move it back. I'm gonna move it back, let's go 10. Actually, you know what? Let's move it back 15. Let's go 5 left from where I started. I think I tripped 4 in that zone. So standing on 20. I like playing this ball a little straighter, I think. Did okay from in, but straighter's greater. Get that out of there. Yeah, play that mid lane read. Don't get too far away from the pocket, and it goes to the pins great. So that's all today. That's the Super Cuda from Colombia. Pretty great benchmark looking ball. I know we beat that term to death, but it is what it is. So till then, please subscribe to the channel. Check out all the new merch. Had that hoodie from the intro. Brand new Big B logo. It's looking all good. So drop me a line in the comments. Talk to you guys soon. See you on another video.